Hey everybody, good to see y'all on this Monday night or morning or whatever time zone you're in. It's good to see everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. You go in and say my hellos to everybody. Hello Dakota, good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're doing good. Hello Rick brother, good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Hello Ghost Devil, good to see you and congratulations. Woohoo, brother. We knew you could do it. Good to see you. Hello Rocket Queen, good to see you. Fancy seeing y'all on these YouTube streets. Small world. No worries, Becca. I'm busy burning my mouth off with a McDonald's apple pie. I don't really like apple pies, but I like their Christmas pies. They're like custard. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Now, what in the world? No Wakas. Raspberry custard ones here at the moment. No. Are y'all drinking some? I can't understand what in the world y'all are saying. Rocket Queen's saying no fucking worries, but it says no walking furries or fories. You and Ghost are drinking something. I want some of it. Ghost says no walkers, and Rocket Queen says no walking furries. I can't even say it. Lord have mercy. Aussie gibberish. Okay, well, I'll eventually learn the Aussie gibberish. Yeah, that. I'll eventually learn that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord. What is this shot? Well, it doesn't not show on this, but it says it shows on my StreamYard. And Rocket Queen said, come back when you learn some manners. Thank you, Rocket Queen. Thank you. Hey, all y'all, Rocket Queen was just the fastest. She said, I got this. Give me a minute. Ruth said she's quick. Ruth said, Rocket got me jealous. Hi, Miss Pat. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, darling. Hello, hippie grandma. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Hello, Pac-Man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. I'm back to work soon, Rift. You'll get them. Hello, Summer Thunder. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good. Yes, it's so good to see everybody. Talking Australian. Hey, I said that pretty good. Talking Australian. Oh my goodness. Y'all crack me up. I'll eventually learn the Australian language. At least y'all got me laughing. Well, they call it Australian because they're from Australia. Her and Rocket Queen is from Australia, and Ghost Devil is from Australia. So both of them have the Australian talk. And it's probably funny me saying it because I'm so damn southern. Rocket Queen said, chat's gone funny. I can't see comments. I don't know. I don't know. I can see them. I don't know. They're there. Mm-hmm. Welcome. Let's go, Brandon. Hope you're doing well. Good to see everybody. Make sure you guys hit that like or the thumbs up, whichever. Hit that when you come in. They all disappeared. What in the world? Hey, BM, good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, darling. I don't know. Maybe like go out and then come back in, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. All right, guys. Our topic for tonight is why is honesty important? I think being honest is very important in life. And because there's so much people that think lying is okay. And it's not. If you're just honest from the get-go, then you don't have to worry about it covering up with another lie, covering up with another lie, covering up with another lie, if that makes sense. So, it's just better just to tell the truth and just go from there. Always tell the truth. He was live earlier and he just ended his live about 30 minutes ago. Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Okay, guys. But yeah, it says tonight we are going to talk about why is honesty important. How does being an honest person affect your mental health and well-being? Is honesty a bad thing? Or are you considered to be too honest of a person? A lot of people say, and they tell me all the time, Becky, you're just too honest. You like you're just an honest person. And I'm like, well, I would rather be honest than be considered a liar. I don't lie about anything. I'm always straightforward and just tell people, the honest truth. And there's nothing wrong with being honest and being real. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Yeah, he goes live tomorrow night. I think it's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't subbed up to him. But yes, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I figured that would be a really good topic to talk about because unfortunately there is a lot of people that are not honest in this world. A lot, and it's not just on YouTube. It's everywhere. And kind of like where Rebel was talking about the true crime case of Summer Wells. If they would just tell the truth where she's at, if somebody would come forward and quit being so hush hush, then she could get the justice that she so needs, or she could be found. I mean, we can only hope and pray that she's still alive, but she can be found. It's kind of like just honesty is very important, guys. Lying doesn't get you nowhere, but gets you in trouble, and then you have to cover it up with another lie, and cover it up with another lie, and cover it up with another lie. You might as well just be true and honest from the get-go. And if they don't like what you got to say, at least you was honest about it, like brutally honest, if that makes sense. I don't know why it won't let you, Brandon. I have no idea. Have you tried to go in there and subscribe to it? I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to pull up the information, guys. And, when I do my topics, I always pull up information that I go do my homework on and go dig in and try to find the best ones to share with you guys. So give me just a few minutes or a few seconds or whatever. I got so much junk saved on this computer. I don't know how you clear it out to go all the way to the bottom of my stars or whatever it is. Could have. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. Rebel's got so much more people watching his, and he's grown. He keeps on growing, which we're growing too. We're just growing slowly, but that's okay. Rome wasn't built in a day. We'll get it, guys. We'll get it. I just, it's just it means a lot to me that y'all are in here with me and supporting me, and just want to make a difference in somebody's life. And like some people call me life coach. I don't claim to be a life coach. I just want to be the good in the world. I want to be the positive change in the world. I want to make a difference in somebody's life, and covering topics like this, whether it's mental health or well-being or life or whatever topics we talk about. It's just something that kind of pulls my heart. And so if I don't talk about it, it just kind of tugs at me because I suffer with mental health, to share it with you guys. So I thought this was a really good topic to talk about because unfortunately we do deal with a lot of people that don't know how to tell the truth, or they stretch the truth, or like some people are too honest. Like I think being honest is the best way to go to. Like you shouldn't lie. You should just always tell the truth, and in return you're going to get good outcomes. Because so many people are used to being lied to. It's sad. It's truly sad. Hello, Sunshine. Good to see you, darling. I hope you had a wonderful birthday a couple days ago. So good to see you guys. All right. So let's pull up. All right. Give me just a minute, guys. All right, guys. Y'all probably won't be able to see it. I'm going to try my very best to maybe make it a little bit bigger. Is that a little bit clearer, guys? And this is from Good Therapy. So this is just this is goodtherapy.org. It's a blog, and it just talks about, different things. But this one, like I said, tonight is about honesty. So that's great, sunshine, honey. I'm glad that we can, when you came, we could shed, put a smile on your face and make it a little bit brighter, honey. All right, guys. It says honesty. Honesty can be understood as the practices of both telling the truth and avoiding deception by either omission or misdirection. This concept, especially as it relates to individual interpretations of honesty, has garnered attention in the fields of philosophy and psychology both. That's great, sunshine, honey. That's so good, darling. Says understanding honesty. Many people simply view honesty as the act of telling the truth, but the concept is deeper and more complex than that. The concept of truth in itself is largely a subjective one. Which is true for one person may not necessarily be true for another. Therefore, at times it may be hard to speak only the truth, as a person's understanding of truth is largely influenced by their own experiences, perceptions, and bias. The concept of honesty also brings up the question of whether choosing to be honest necessitates telling everything or whether withholding some information is the more morally responsible choice. A person who is asked for an opinion about a personal matter, for example, may find it necessary to consider the question of whether it is better to be honest, even if doing so causes another person to experience hurt feelings. Some might also struggle with deciding whether to keep certain information private in order to prevent hurt, embarrassment, or other negative consequence. Hello, Truth Seeker. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. I'm praying for your family still. I hope your husband's okay. Philosophers have considered these and other questions about honesty for centuries, but have found no clear answers. Most individuals use their own moral code to decide when it is best to be completely honest and when it may be more advisable to withhold information or otherwise avoid the whole truth. The effects of dishonesty. People lie for a variety of reasons: to protect others, to protect themselves, or to benefit in some way. Regardless of one's motivation, dishonest can have serious negative consequences. Even when someone has good intentions for not being honest, the act of deceit can lead to a decreased sense of trust. Not only can this cause relationship difficulties, but in some situations, dishonesty may also lead to a tarnished reputation, career issues, and other social difficulties. All right, well, I love you, Rocket Queen. I love you, darling. You have a good night, sweetheart. I know Rift and Ghost got me if they need it. There's not typically, we don't normally need them here, but it's so good to have you guys here just in case, because you just never know. I hope not, because we're all about the positive here, no drama, none of that junk. Dishonesty can also be contagious. Research shows that when in any individual acts in their best interest instead of being honest, that behavior may then be established as a norm, leading to an increase in the number of people acting in an unethical and or deceitful manner. Honesty and mental health. Lying to other people can have harmful effects on interpersonal relationships, but being dishonest with one's own self might also have a negative impact. It may not always be easy for people to view themselves honestly, with a willingness to acknowledge their flaws and shortcomings. The ability to do so, however, may lead to an increased sense of authenticity, which has been linked to increased happiness and life satisfaction. Research has also shown that when an individual practices deceit in order to achieve a goal, such as when a person cheats on a test to get a good grade, they may not remember the act of dishonesty later on and overestimate their abilities in the future, incorrectly assuming they will also score highly on the next test, for example. In this way, being dishonest can lead a person to develop a false sense of security. Honesty, on the other hand, has been shown to have beneficial effects on an individual overall well being. One study found that people who made the effort to lie less often experienced fewer difficulties with mental and physical health. Honesty can be beneficial in part because many people who tell the truth do not have to later deal with the stress and anxiety that often coincide with lying. When people lie, they then have to remember their lies in order to prevent them from being disproven. Often people have to tell additional lies and act that is likely to result in an increasingly complicated series of lies that can be difficult to remember and stressful to manage. Although being honest can be difficult in the moment, doing so prevents an individual from dealing with the stress of dishonesty, which many may find more rewarding in the end. Can people become more dishonest or more honest? I apologize. Make sure you guys hit that like button when y'all come in. Hit that subscribe if y'all haven't done so. And please share and let people know. Thank you guys so much for being in here. It means so much to me. Can people become more honest? Nearly every person tells an occasional lie, and it may be rare that a person strives for complete honesty in all cases. However, if an individual feels like a habit of lying has become a problem, or it feels as if they cannot help lying, there are steps they can take in order to become more honest. The first step is to recognize the times when they are more likely to resort to dishonesty. It may be more useful to acknowledge that all people are likely to experience moments of dishonesty and then attempt to recognize one's own examples of deceit rather than feel embarrassed or shameful about lying. Exactly, Rift. One lie leads to another and leads to another. You might as well just tell the truth and just, see where it goes. I mean, honesty is the best policy. I know that y'all have heard that before. It says it also may be useful to identify scenarios in which deception is likely to occur, so these scenarios can be avoided or dealt with carefully. Circumstances in which deceit may be more prevalent might include conflicts of interest. It is often more difficult to make an honest assessment of a situation when an individual has something to personally gain. And situations in which the rules are unclear. Another side of dishonesty that some may wish to watch for is tendency to rationalize or argue that an action is acceptable for some reason. Once the individual is able to increase awareness about dishonesty, it is often possible to make a conscious choice to be more honest. Therapy can also provide an opportunity to work on honesty. It's not uncommon for people to distort the truth in therapy, especially if they wish to avoid painful consequences or feeling of guilt or shame. A therapist can provide a safe place for people to openly share their innermost thoughts and feelings without being judged or criticized, and this can provide a foundation for increased insight and authenticity. A therapist can also help people understand why they have been dishonest in the past and offer support in the process of addressing any barriers that may get in the way of being more open and honest in their lives. And that's just like references. Let's see. Summer Thunder, honey, you can put your link in there. I didn't even know you had a channel. Go put your link in there, darling. We support one another here. Once I get done reading, I'll sub up to you. Hello, Kristen. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. I hope that fur baby is doing wonderful. Let me figure out where my stuff is. It's like hiding. Let's see. All right. This is like a blog I guess it's from this lady right here talking. It says 10 overlooked reasons why honesty is important to succeed. Well, that's fine, Summer Thunder, honey. Every little bit helps. You are more than welcome to share your link. Of course, you must have heard people often say that honesty is the best policy, like I just said a few minutes ago. Ever wonder what that means? Have you ever asked yourself, why is honesty important? Honesty is an essential principle or behavior we must adopt. I had to have blood taken today for his DNA test. I cried. Oh. Without honesty, the world would have been more chaotic and violent. Honesty serves as a critical tool to make our world safer and better. In this article, I will provide a comprehensive outlook of why honesty is important, but first we must understand the concept of honesty. Therefore, I urge you to read this article with the mindset of learning new things about honesty. What is honesty? Honesty means being truthful and morally upright. This is an honest individual has decided to always say what is right, no matter the consequences. When you are being honest, people may sometimes not know so. This is a part where your conscience plays an important role. An honest person exhibits good character and morals. They are guided by solid principles which mainly influence their lives. They speak the truth always and avoid being sentimental or biased. Being honest makes you reliable, trustworthy, and highly respected. Why honesty is the best policy? Honesty is one of the most important values a person can uphold. Honesty can bring out other positive attributes in an individual, including kindness, love, respect, and discipline. At the same time, it can help curb certain negative traits, including lies, deceit, greed, hatred, and disloyalty. Honest people are some of the most sincere and truthful individuals you will ever come across. They are trustworthy too. When you gain the trust and loyalty of an honest person, it's almost impossible that they would do something wrong to break that trust. Honesty is the best policy because it is the foundation of our core principles and values. It encompasses all positive attributes human beings possess and can take people to incredible heights. Reasons why honesty is important. 10 solid reasons why honesty is the best policy you need in life. In this section of the article, I will be breaking down and highlighting 10 reasons why you should consider being honest and why it is important. Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on. Trendy wants to tell you guys good night. Hold on. Wait a minute. She learned a Spanish word and she's trying to teach herself how to speak Spanish. So I don't know. Good to see you, Wild Angel. Hope you're doing well.
Buenas noches. Means good night, woman.
I hope y'all knew what she said because I don't know.
Buenas noches.
Ruth said good night.
Thank you. At least someone knows how to. At least someone knows what that means. Buenas noches, everyone.
Well.
Bye, that we have.
All right. Go to sleep.
Salsa.
Love you. Good night. She's a mess. I took them to the park today, guys. If you're on my Facebook, y'all have to go in there and look at the picture. The pictures. Sorry. All right. It says honesty helps in building lasting relationships. Number 1, the best relationships tend to last for a lifetime. But have you ever wondered what keeps a relationship going?
Señorita, buenas noches.
Okay, Trendy, go to sleep. I love you.
Good night.
One of the reasons is that individuals involved have built the relationship on honesty. It's almost impossible to continue being friends with someone you don't find trustworthy because they have a history of being dishonest. It is also difficult to live with a partner who has several times lied to you about important things. Without honesty, relationships won't last. The best that could happen will be when one of the people involved will show enough patience to see whether the other individuals would change. When that doesn't happen, the relationship will most likely be put to a halt. For over 10 years, I have known Amy. It is safe to say that she is my best friend. Before I met Amy, I have had other close friends. However, I wouldn't know whether my other friends are honest because of the number of times I have caught them in a lie. It is simply because I no longer trust some of them due to the untrue things they told me along the line. Yet Amy has been around and won't leave anytime soon. This is based because she has proven to be one of the most honest people I've ever met. We often have disagreements and sometimes they turn to heated arguments. Still, she would never say anything apart from what she considers the truth to me. I think that is perhaps the main reason we've been close friends. I can be assured that I have someone in my life I can talk to about something and would get honest, unbiased responses filled with truth. Well, I understand that, Kristen, honey. She downloaded this app on her phone. It was free or whatever, and she's learning Spanish. So I don't know what the app's called. I have no idea, but maybe she could tell me, and then I can send it to you, and maybe you can learn too. I don't know. It says honesty promotes trust and respect. Number 2. One of the important reasons of honesty is that you will earn the trust and respect of other people. In a world filled with deceit and greed, one of the hardest things people do is trust others. To earn people's trust, you must have shown a great deal of honest behavior. Once you earn their trust, you automatically earn their respect. People understand that it is tough to find honest people these days. And when they do find one, they hold them in high regard. During my college years, an acquaintance of mine interned at a law firm where he was given the role of a personal assistant. Says during those years, he earned the trust of his boss because he always told the truth. If he failed to complete a particular task or did not meet a deadline, he always owned up without making excuses. Although sometimes he got reprimanded by his boss, it didn't stop him from telling the truth. As a result, he earned an award of the most outstanding personality of the year during the company's end of the year event. Before he left, his boss called him to his office one afternoon and offered him an open door should he decide to come back. So no matter what happens in your life, don't ever stop being honest. It will take you to great heights. Number 3, honesty helps you grow. And learning why it's critical to be honest, you have to realize that it can help you become a better version of yourself. When you practice honesty and avoid being deceitful, you will grow in many aspects of your life. This is because it is not an easy routine to be honest all of the rest of your life. Sometimes you may face challenges or temptations that could make you easier not telling the truth. However, your ability to always avoid such temptations can define how much you have grown as an individual. Honesty helps you grow in different aspects, including your career, the moral values you uphold, and the ability to fight off the urge to say untrue things. Number 4, honesty teaches valuable lessons. From the lives of many people who have ever been honest or dishonest, we can learn valuable lessons. Some of these lessons often show why it's important to be honest. You could be motivated to live an honest life because of what you read in the news. Perhaps you heard about how a company salesman was promoted to manager because of his honest act. Possibly it could be the other way around. You probably read about a company CEO who was sacked due to his dishonest behavior. In both instances, we can pick out a vital lesson, the importance of being honest. Therefore, it is left for us to decide whether or not we would implement such lessons in our everyday lives. Number 5, honesty is inspirational and motivational. There's a certain feeling of inspiration and motivation you get from being honest or when you hear the success stories of other honest people. Such feelings push you to do better and motivate you to continue being honest in all that you do. Number 6, being honest makes you more confident. One of the top reasons why it's important to be honest is that honesty gives an added level of confidence to your personality. What do you have to be afraid of when you know you are living in your truth? Today, some of the most confident people aren't so because they are very expressive. No, they display so much confidence because they know they are honest in their dealings and nobody can accuse them of insecurity or deceit. When you are honest, you become more confident in yourself because you do not have to lie or involve in illicit activities to get what you want. Number 7, honesty builds a good reputation. Those who have upheld the value of truth and honesty always have their names written in gold. That is, they will be celebrated for being advocates of truth even long after their demise. They cement a strong reputation that could also positively impact their generation. Martin Luther King Jr. was an anti-racist activist, I can't even say that word, but y'all know what I meant, who fought so hard to eradicate racism and discrimination against African Americans. He built a strong reputation by being a sincere man and a morally upright individual in his quest for justice. Even after his death, America still celebrates him. Other examples of people in history who built a strong reputation are Marcus Garvey, Aristotle Galileo Galilei, and many others. In our world today, you will discover that most people who have good reputations achieve such feats because of their honest and truthful lifestyle. What's up, Forrest? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hence, in learning why it's important to be honest, you must consider building a solid reputation for yourself through honesty. Number 8, being honest sets you apart from others. When you are honest, you are unique. Unique people always have a way of distinguishing themselves from a crowd. When people notice you're a genuine individual, they will most likely start giving you a lot of respect. Respect, in turn, makes you unique and disguisable. Number 9, people won't take your words for granted. An honest individual doesn't only command the respect of other people, they are also held in high esteem by such people. For example, when an honest person makes an intelligent suggestion during a conversation, the words are often considered critical. This is because people know they have made such statements with honesty and not biased while giving an opinion. Number 10, you'll be proud of yourself. Hello, Sippin. Good to see you, love. Hey, girl, hey. Honesty brings a certain level of self-pride. When you are always honest in your dealings, you will be proud of it. Self-pride also has positive attributes, including boosting your confidence levels, making you mentally and emotionally healthy, and other factors. Conclusion. I'm sure you know of a couple of reasons why honesty is essential. I encourage you to live your life giving people many reasons to trust your words, respect your opinions, and hold you in high regard. If you enjoyed reading this article, why don't you join our Little Step Big Miles platform on Facebook and Instagram? There you will enjoy much more insight, content, and connect with vibrant people willing to help you grow in all aspects of your life. If you would like to be a part of the community, kindly join the Facebook community or follow on Instagram. And this, I guess, is a book, or say this for later. 10 reasons why honesty is important in life for you to succeed. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the next one, guys. That's some very good information that we've covered so far. Going at this crazy computer. I can find what I'm looking for. Crazy thing. Oh my goodness. There we go. 12 reasons why honesty is important in life. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get a sip of tea. Let me lower this down a little bit. Sometimes my mouth gets dry from the reading. 12 reasons why honesty is important in life. This is a conscious rethink. Honesty is important. That's a given, right? Not everyone seems to think so. Lies, deception, and the concealment of truth are commonplace. But when you actually start to examine the case for honesty, you realize that it is a far better option than the alternative. So here are 12 good reasons why the value of honesty is beyond measure. Number one, it underpins trust in a relationship, whether you're dealing with a partner, a friend, a family member, or colleague. When you are honest with that person, they have a reason to trust you. If they know that you are a person of honesty and integrity, they won't need to question what you have to say or look for the underlying motives behind your actions. They know that you are a straight up kind of person who says what they mean and does what they say, compared to the opposite approach of the untruths and half truths, which erode trust either away, either little by little or all at once. Number two, it's easier to understand. When you are clear in what you truly think or believe, there's no gray area for confusion to grow in. The other person doesn't have to second guess what you really mean, and with the clarity comes a better understanding of your expectations of them, should you have any. They know what you would actually like them to do rather than trying to infer this from mixed messages you may give when you aren't being totally honest. Number three, you're more likely to get what you want. The previous point about clarity means that you are more likely to get the end of results you are hoping for. Oftentimes, we conceal our true desires and preferences behind the curtain of sure and fine and okay, rather than speak the truth. But when we are completely honest with ourselves and others, we encourage the right actions that lead to what we want. When we speak up, the other person is more likely to listen. You may not get your way every time because compromises must often be made, but at least you'll get your way sometimes, or the middle ground will be reached that suits you both. And being honest is not in any way manipulating people into doing what you want. It is the complete opposite, is being transparent and open so others can take your views and feelings into consideration. Honesty is always the best medicine because lies just build up and then actually forget what you were lying about. Exactly. So I said, if you might as well just be honest from the get-go, because if you start with a lie, then you have to cover it up with another lie and covering up and just keep on covering up with lies, and you don't even know what the truth is because you've said so many lies. It's crazy. It makes space for others to be vulnerable. Speaking of being open, the great thing about being honest is that it encourages others to be honest too. And in terms of relationships with other people, openness gives rise to vulnerability, and vulnerability gives rise to genuine connection. Honesty is attractive in a sense because it allows the other person to drop the mask that they feel they need to wear in life, like being true to yourself. They are free to be who they are and acknowledge that honesty is rewarded in your company. Number five, it shows respect. When we are honest with someone, we are respecting the fact that they deserve to know the truth. Not only that, we are respecting the fact that they can handle the truth and don't need to be told lies just because the truth may be difficult to hear. Consider the alternative, which is deceive or conceal things from others. That is very opposite of respect. It communicates that you think. It communicates that you think you know best what the other person ought to hear when that's not your place to say. Number six, it almost always leads to the best outcomes in the long run. Having just mentioned a person's ability to handle the truth, it is worth pointing out honesty is not always an easy thing to hear. It can be difficult to listen to your partner who is telling you that they don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, or a friend who says they think you need professional help for a drinking problem. Sometimes we lie to ourselves so that we don't have to face the harsh reality of our situation, and someone else being honest with us can reveal important things we need to address. Whilst this can sting at the time, it can be put on us on a different path to someplace better than we were currently headed, whether it be a healthier relationship or getting sober. Number 7, it is simple. It's easy. Just be honest, guys. Telling the truth is simple. There's no need to remember what you lied about and to whom. You can be confident that you have said what was true, at least from your perspective, in the moment you said it. Now, don't confuse simple with easy. Being honest is not always easy. In fact, it can be often difficult and uncomfortable when you are telling someone something they might not want to hear. But because there's no ambiguity in your message, there's little confusion when receiving it, and that makes things much simpler in the long run. Number 8 is better for your mental health and inner peace. Lying doesn't come easily for most people. When you deceive others, it can feel like you're going against your values or who you want to be as a person. Not only that, but as soon as you lie, you will live with the fear of that lie being discovered. That's a mentally exhausting thing. Honesty, though not always easy, doesn't carry such burdens. Of course, you may feel slightly bad if you have to tell someone an uncomfortable truth, but that won't last long. Being honest means you can rest easy, knowing that you've been true to yourself and done what you thought was best in a given situation. And authenticity is a great way to live. Number 9 is good for your self-esteem. Continuing on the mental health benefits of honesty, it helps to make you feel good about yourself. Your self-esteem is essentially how much you like yourself as a person. And when you are honest, it is a lot easier to like yourself. Not only that, but when you realize that people like you for who you are and for the honesty you bring, rather than the mask you put on in front of others, it's empowering. You can be you, be honest, and still be liked. Maybe not by everyone, but by enough people who matter. Number 10 is a demonstration of your character. There are many other personality traits other than honesty, but positive traits tend to occur together as a part of good character. When you are honest, it will communicate that you are most likely kind, compassionate, hardworking, and reliable. Consider a liar, on the other hand. They may be tainted with a brush of someone who would cheat or steal or manipulate, not traits you want to be associated with. Number 11, it is hard to challenge. When you are entirely honest with others in what you want, it allows them to challenge you and try to persuade you to their way of thinking. But when you're honest with someone, they will find it difficult to find the weakness in what you are saying. For example, if someone asks if you like to do something with them and you don't want to, it's better to just state that with crystal clarity rather than saying maybe another time. Because if your answer isn't clear, the other person will probably try to twist your arm into doing the thing that you don't want to do. Number 12, it keeps toxic people away. I like that one. Some people live in the shadows of misdirection, concealment, rockin'. Probably saying that wrong, but I tried. And outright lies. The sorts of people find it hard to apply their toxic trait with those who are honest with themselves and honest with others. Deception and honesty do not exist well together in the same place. So if you're honest, toxic people are more likely to look elsewhere to get what they want. All right, guys. I think I have one more. Just a second. Let's see. What are the benefits and importance of honesty? Yes, please hit that like when y'all come in. Subscribe if y'all haven't done so, and share. Thank you guys so much for being in here. It means so much to me. And tell your friends, that we have a positivity channel, and we're all about being the good in the world and lifting each other up and supporting one another. Just mine. A lot of mine is, my I can't really say subs. They're considered like family. Y'all are considered like family. A lot of them come from word of mouth because I was told there's not really a channel like mine's, and so a lot of mine new family members, new and the originals or whatever. Y'all are all welcome. Everybody's welcome to get some positivity, support, awareness, mental health, well being. You know, we cover all kinds of good stuff. So share the wealth and let people know. It means so much to me. Thank you. Love you, Truth Seeker. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that said that. Holy moly. I hope y'all didn't see that. I don't know how to close that off. But anyway, I don't know what in the world it says. Never mind. Oh well, guys. Sorry about that. It says how to keep your JJ clean and smelling good. You know, that's funny because that's over here. That's over here on what are the benefits of importance of honesty. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't even notice it till now. Oh well. At least we're not clicking on it. All right. It says Wikipedia defines honesty as a facet of moral character that connotes positive and virtuous attributes such as integrity, truthfulness, straightforwardness, including straightforwardness of conduct, along with the absence of lying, cheating, theft, etc. Honesty also involves being trustworthy, loyal, fair, and sincere. Yes, that's actually hilarious. See, it's right here. So I'm trying to hurry up and read it. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Maybe. I was gonna say not all when the vajayjay comes into play. We're talking about honesty. We're talking about honesty. The topics on the side have nothing to do with what we're talking about. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Says part of honesty is what you say and how you act towards others. But another part of the definition of honesty is whether you treat yourself the same way. Being honest with yourself means you really know why you are acting in a certain way or whether what you tell yourself is true. This part of definition of honesty includes when you're trying to convince yourself you didn't really do something wrong or it wasn't that bad, even though you know it was. Scientific studies have shown the violation of coincidence, or maybe I'm saying that word wrong. Anyway, I'm sidetracked. Sorry. By going against one own value system has health and emotional repercussions. The following are some importance of honesty. There we go. Now it's gone, guys. Says honesty promotes good health. One of the most important benefits of being honest is good health. In 2012, Anita Kelly, a psychology professor at the University of Notre Dame, spent 10 weeks tracking the health of 110 adults. When they told more lies, their health went down, she has said. And when they told the truth, it improved. In fact, she found that people who told 3 fewer minor lies a week had 4 fewer mental health complaints and 3 fewer physical complaints. This is a cute little quote. It says, honesty is the foundation for trust. Honesty hearts produce honest actions. Honesty is the highest form of intimacy. Honesty is the best policy at all times. Telling the truth can be very different from simply voicing our opinions and judgment. Yesterday, while shopping, I was trying on clothes in the dressing room, and I heard a woman next to me saying her friend, I'm just going to tell you the truth. That dress looks off on you. I hate that color and the way it hangs. The other woman said, really? I kind of like it. I feel good in it. The woman was offering her friend an opinion that didn't match what her friend was feeling. Opinions connect us to our thinking mind. They are quite often rooted in judgments, whereas being truthful requires listening to our hearts. Real truth involves a level of compassion that can trump the negative effects of brutal honesty we deliver to others in order to be real. Says honesty promotes authenticity. Honesty is a reflection of your own thoughts and feelings. If you want people to know who you really are, be honest in your self-expression. Honesty fosters courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is doing what you know you want or need to do despite your fear. It takes an immense amount of courage to say what you feel. It is often difficult and takes practice and patience, but he pays off. I guess they're trying to say, but the payoffs are enormous. Honesty shows you care. Being honest with yourself and with others shows how much you really care. It also demonstrates self-respect and respect for others. A caring attitude makes people stop and think. Genuine honesty is also very attractive and appealing. Honesty creates a circle of love. Honesty sets an example that invites others to imitate. When others respond with honesty, it can create more interpersonal closeness and authenticity. This often translates into love and can create an ongoing evolution of loving relationships. Honesty shows maturity and self-acceptance. There can often be hurt and pain associated with honesty. A mature person conveys honest expression in a style that minimizes painful impact. When others are hurt, the mature, self-accepting person remains in a relationship to work through any pain experienced by the other person. Honesty fosters a connection. Honesty can bring people closer by creating a safe connection. It forms a context for the relationship within which both parties feel secure enough to be genuine in their interactions. Such a relationship can invite and empower each party to work through some highly personal issues. Honesty feels exhilarating because it is so freeing. Being authentic and saying what you feel and think feels great. By doing so, you break free of the limitations of fear. Honesty eliminates garbage. Hiding true feelings or withholding information creates emotional garbage. This is known as gunny sacking, which requires a lot of self-defeating energy. Being honest from the beginning of any interaction prevents the buildup of emotional garbage and cleans out your emotional gunny sack. I've never heard that before, but you learn something new every day. Honesty attracts honesty. If honesty becomes an unconscious habit, you will become very attracted to other honest people. A life filled with authentic people is vastly enriched. Honesty can keep you out of trouble. We all know how you can dig yourself deeper into a hole with lies and deceit. So from the start, don't even go there. Keep a clean slate by staying honest, especially when you fear the anticipated consequences. Forrest says, my wife is my best friend and we are honest with each other every day. Sometimes she's a little hard on me. Well, wives have to be hard on their husbands. It happens. All right, guys, this is a clip and I watched it and I thought it was an excellent to end the, kind of the information that I go over and then we can talk about it. Hello, hippie grandma. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. But I wanted to play this because she's kind of like a motivational speaker. And what she says is actually pretty good stuff, guys. Pretty good stuff. So I'm going to play it. Y'all, please let me know if y'all can hear it okay. Put a 1 in chat and let me know if y'all can hear it okay. Okay. All right.
For years, I was fueled by fear. All I saw when I looked in the mirror was inadequacy. All I saw was brokenness, my own and that of the world around me.
Y'all hear it okay?
But not anymore. Today, I want to share with you a practice that helps me feel fully loved and fully known, something that isn't always comfortable, but I believe is necessary. It stems from the way that I grew up. I grew up in a small, beautiful town with loving parents and neighbors who knew me by name. My quaint town could have been featured on a vintage postcard, but all that beauty was a veneer that hid brokenness. Much of the town was actually adrift. Many of my friends and even their parents sought grounding in things like binge drinking and drugs, denying the realities around them. So much so that by the time I was 16, I already had 3 close friends threaten to take their own lives, with one succeeding. These cycles continued year after year in my small town, and I too felt adrift. I secretly felt worthless, but felt compelled to pretend like nothing was wrong. So afraid of being caught in the patterns of destruction that I saw happening around me, I came up with a solution. I self-diagnosed as the neighborhood anchor. I was the friend that people would call in the middle of the night to cry to. I was the designated driver at every party, and I was the trustee volunteer at every community event. I grounded myself in busyness, but it was only my drug of choice. I binged on busyness and serving others like my friends binged on cheap beer. And it wasn't until someone else, my parents in this case, held up a mirror for me to really examine myself, did I not realize how far from grounded I was and that I was neglecting myself. Have you ever felt adrift? What's your drug of choice? Have you ever wondered if people really knew you? And if they did, would they even care? I've wondered this often. I've wondered if potentially the answer could have helped with all the silent suffering that I saw and experienced. And then I found something. I found something that helps me with the answer. It is this: accountability, mutual accountability with others. I've learned that a mirror constructed by our own perceptions does not often portray an accurate image of who we are. It's clouded by pride or insecurity, fear, inadequacy. Mutual accountability means being transparent and giving permission for others to see the real you and for them to actually tell you what they see. Years after I left my small town, I practiced this type of accountability in a trio with 2 women my age. Here are the rules. Each week, we ask each other 10 questions in a confidential environment. There is true transparency and honesty with no judgment. There's charity and grace accompanied by strength. I'll give you an example of some of the questions we ask, and I encourage you to reflect and think about how you would answer. Some are more emotional, such as what bitterness or resentment have you experienced, and how are you expressing a loving attitude? Or what worries or concerns are you currently facing? Others more practical, like how are you stewarding your finances? And some encouraging, what is something to celebrate? What is something that you are proud of? My friends see me, and I'm going to be honest, sometimes I don't want to enter the conversation with my trio. It can be brutal, as I know that they may have some hard truths for me to hear that week, and vice versa. But I think it's important to continue. I believe that in order to feel fully loved, we must feel fully known, which requires a certain level of honesty. I do not want to be simply known as a picturesque postcard version of myself, but as the real and imperfect image of me. Imagine if we all practice this. What would it look like for the spouse who's tempted to have an affair with a coworker if they were being honest and held accountable in this situation? Imagine the business person who has the option to cut corners in his work and make an unethical choice. Imagine your friends holding you accountable to your own dream. Maybe it's becoming an artist or going back to school and encouraging you to take the next step. My friends see the real me. They say what is hard to say and often hard to hear. But they have also taught me that this can come from a place of love and not of judgment. And there's an added bonus. Having these questions in my head continually makes me mindful through the week. I'm learning how to receive criticism and not be so defensive about my failures. Do you ever fear that you'll wake up in 10 years and not be proud of what you see? That you may be caught in the very patterns that kept you from achieving your dreams? That fear is very real for me. But now, when I wake up, I plant my feet firmly on the ground, putting one foot in front of the other, knowing that I will not be caught in the habits that will keep me from moving forward. When I look back on myself in that small town, I wish I could tell her that though those fears, they may never go away, they will not leave her adrift. One day when she is older, she will walk in the company of others who challenge her to be better, but love her for who she is. And I'm not the only one who's experienced this. I've had mentors who have practiced this type of accountability for over 30 years as they've walked through difficulty in marriage, job changes, disease, and even death of loved ones. So I challenge you to reach out to 2 trusted peers with whom you can practice mutual accountability with. No matter what age or season of life, having people love you and challenge you and hold you accountable can always be of benefit, even if it's not always comfortable. Thank you.
I think she is an amazing speaker. She's very good, and what she said was very, very like informative and helpful. Just kind of um, touched off everything that I was talking about. Going over. So anytime that I can share a video, I try to do so. Good night, Sipping Up for us. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. Y'all probably already left, but thank you guys so much for coming in here. Hope to see you guys soon. Thank you again. Hello, my next to Red. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well, darling. Well, I can't believe how many people are live right now. Well, no wonder we're low in numbers. There's a bunch of people live. Had to go back on my YouTube on this side. There's a bunch of people live right now. So I'm just thankful, you guys, for the little bit of numbers that are in here. It means so much to me. It truly does. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I just think honesty is very important. It's very important because if you're not, you're going to have true people that stick by you. If you're, I will. Let's see how I can get to it. Give me just a minute, and I will. Some people say that I put them to sleep by talking, so I will find it. Let me go to it again, and I will, honey. Make sure you guys hit that like and share and subscribe if y'all haven't done so. Thank you guys so much. But like I said, we might be small in numbers. But like I said, there's a lot of people live right now. But that doesn't mean that we still can't make a difference. A few people can make a huge difference in somebody's life. So, let me find it for you, Sipping Honey. Let's see, where was I at? Let me go down to it and find the link. Well, let's see, where am I? Give me just a minute and I will. Well, if I can copy it. All right. There's the link to the video that we was just watching. Can y'all try to click on it and make sure it's that woman, because that's the link that it gave me. So just make sure, you know what I mean, that it is right. Yes. I'm hoping that's right. It looks like it's right. It looks like it's right. If that one don't work, then I'll put this one in here just in case. Hello, Steffi. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good, darling. It's either Sipping. It's either that first one that I sent or the second one, whichever. I got the one from the top of the page, and then I got one where you can go to YouTube and hit share. So it probably either one will get you to that video, honey. Let me click on it and see. Yes. Okay, when you click on that link, that's the link to the video that I just went. Okay, you're welcome, darling. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. Truly, it means so much to me. I understand 5 a.m. comes early. I understand that. I truly do. That's why I said y'all are more than welcome to watch the replay. Now, on Wednesday, tomorrow, we're covering like positive thinking. And then Wednesday, we're going to have open panel. I don't know if we'll have karaoke or not. I'm just letting you guys know before y'all go jump off here. Wednesday, we just normally have like positive, like open panel with positivity and stuff. And then Friday and Saturday is our karaoke nights. It's just letting everybody know, Hello, Ashley. Good to see you, darling. I hope you're doing well, sweetie. Thank you so much for being in here. But yeah, like I was saying, the topic is honesty. Why is it important? My personal opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I think that, you're like, as in like your well-being, your mental status, and you're a trusting person. If you're honest, if you lie, people are not going to have nothing to do with you, or they will, but they won't, if that makes sense, because they're like, well, I'm just afraid to say anything, or afraid to be close to them, because all they do is lie to cover up a lie, to cover up a lie. Sweet dreams, Wild Angel. Much love, darling. Thank you for coming in here. But it's awful that people have to lie in order to try to get what they want in life, or to try to get a job, or try to get friends, or whatever. The way that I look at it is just be true to yourself. That's also a good quality of being honest. You're being yourself. You're being true to yourself. And I think that is a huge, huge quality. It shows people that you're the real you. If you're honest, it shows respect. I mean, and it shows that you have a good reputation. If you don't act a specific way, or kind of like we've covered, this kind of goes hand in hand in other stuff that we've covered. Like, why do people act? Why can't people just be themselves? That's also in a form of honesty, just being yourself. If you're acting, then you're not being your true self. So that's kind of dishonesty, if that makes sense. And I don't know why people think it's okay to not be their self. You know, like I've said before, you know, if you're true to yourself, the right ones will stay with you. And if they don't, then that's not on you. That's their loss, because you are a great person. You're an amazing person. You are truthful. You're respectful. You know, you have a good reputation because you are true to being yourself. People that lie all the time, it's kind of like you know, like, for example, and I hate to say this, but I'll say it. I don't care. Baby James's mama, Rebel, like Rebel and her, like they was raised together. But anyway, she she would lie. She would lie so much. If she said good morning, and Rebel will tell you this, if she said good morning, you would have to go outside and see if it's daylight. That's how much she lies. And that's sad. That's sad that somebody has to lie that much, that you have to, like, it's kind of like crying wolf. You lie so much that people just don't believe you no more. And I just don't know why people have to be like that. They think it's okay to lie all the time. Like, just be true to yourself. And, you know, the true people will come along. That true, being true to yourself is honesty, self-respect, respecting other people, having manners. I mean, don't lie to like I said, you have, if you start with one lie, then you have to cover up with another lie and another lie and another lie. And it's mentally exhausting, and it makes you feel bad because you're like, oh my gosh, what did I say? You know, like if you lie, it'll make you like, what was it that I told them? Because you can't remember, because you didn't tell the truth. You know what I mean? If you didn't tell the truth from the get-go, then you don't really fully remember what you said. So you might as well just be truthful from the get-go. Truthful from the get-go. Because then you'll always remember what you said. You can't go back and say, well, what in the world did I say? And then I have to cover up with another lie because I don't remember what I said. I mean, like, I just don't know why people have to be that way. I really don't, you know, I really don't understand. And it shows a lot about their character if all they do is lie. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. It shows a lot about who they are as a person if they constantly lie, or if they're constantly acting, they're not acting their self, or whatever. You know, like I you know, I've had some friends in the past, and like they're totally different people now, and it's like, where did that come from? Like, why are you acting this way when this is not what you acted, or this is not what you was years ago? You know what I mean? Well, baby James's mama is 34, and that's all she does. That's all she does is lie. All she does is lie. She said, that's my next to red says, that's my stepdaughter, just a liar, 32 years old, and will lie like no other. Yes, like every word. Like I said, you know, Rebel say it. Like she says good morning or good night or whatever. You have to go outside. It's bad that you have to go outside just to check, or you have to check the time to make sure. I mean, you know, it's terrible that people have to be that way. And you know, there's a lot of people in this world. There's a lot of you know, people on YouTube like that. There's a lot of people on the inside, you know, on the outside of the world, not just the YouTube world. I'm just saying they're everywhere. And I just don't know why people think it's okay. And, you know, it's crazy that people think it's okay to lie or act a specific way. And then they get all kinds of, you know, like praise and stuff. Well, I don't know why you could praise somebody that's not being true to themselves and lying just to get what they want out of life. I just don't understand why people have to do that. I really don't understand that at all. It bogs my mind. You know, be true from the get-go. Like since day one, be truthful, you know, and I'm not trying to show, you know, throw the Bible to anybody. They believe what they want to believe, but in the 10 Commandments, it says thou shalt not lie. Like, I mean, you know, this has been around for forever, like forever. You know, if you're going to lie, then you might steal, you might cheat. I mean, you know, lie. If you lie, it can turn into other bad things, and then it can get you in trouble. So if you're just truthful from the get-go, and honesty is the best way to go, guys. Is the best way to go. You know, like say for example, you know, Rebel was talking about Summer Wells. And like I was just talking about, if somebody would just come up and tell the truth, we all know that somebody, we all know that somebody knows where that baby is, or somebody knows what happened to her. I mean, we can only hope and pray that she's still alive. But what I'm saying is, somebody knows something, and nobody's saying anything. Like, why? She's a precious, beautiful little girl. Why would you not speak up and for justice for her? Why couldn't you just tell the truth? And so there's a lot of hush hush going on, and a lot of suspicious things going on when it comes to her situation. I'm sure there's a lot of other cases out there as well. But I'm just saying, it's just, my guinea pig's going crazy. It's like going in circles. I don't know. It's going bonkers. What in the world? Anyway. I don't know. I hope these kids didn't give it nothing and they're bouncing off the walls. But, I'm just saying somebody, and I'm not trying to get on a true crime type thing, but I'm just saying, for example, because Rebel was talking about it, why not somebody speak up? Because I'm telling you, just like we've always said, somebody knows. And somebody needs to say something and quit being so hush hush. This little girl has been missing for 2 years. Somebody, please. Just say something. I guarantee you won't be in as much trouble. I mean, I'm not saying that you will get in trouble. I'm not saying you won't get in trouble. I don't know nothing about that. I'm just saying, if you would just speak up, I wouldn't think you would either not get in as much trouble, or you wouldn't get in any trouble at all. If you would just speak up and say something, it's not that hard. Like I always say, if you see something, say something, because you might be that only person's voice. And kind of like what, with these missing children, we are their voice for the voiceless. They might not understand what's going on, or they might be afraid to say anything because they're a child. But we, as honest people, can speak up and say something, and might be a difference in that child's life, or in that woman's life, or in that man's life, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there that's afraid to say anything. I mean, granted, some cops are shady. I didn't say all, some, and they're bad. But if you make a difference in somebody's life and just be honest, a lot of things could turn out. Like, if somebody would just come forth and say where somewhere else is, or say where they put her, or whatever the case may be. I'm just hoping and praying she's still alive. I'm just saying, if somebody could just come up and say something, that this whole thing would change, I believe. She could get the justice. Maybe they could find her. They could give her, if she isn't alive, they could find her, and they could give her, a peaceful and rest her in peace. If she is alive, I'm hoping and praying that she's taken care of. But at least tell somebody where she is, so they know, she's safe and stuff like that. I just don't understand why people are the way they are. Like, why not speak up for that beautiful little girl that can't say anything? Voice for the voiceless. I mean, I just don't understand why people do what they do. I really don't. I absolutely despise either. Like, I've been around James's mom, and I'm like, quit your damn lying. I would rather you be honest, because I know you can sense people when they're telling a lie and when they're telling the truth. You can sense it, and you're like, why are you telling me that? I know that you're lying to me. You know what I mean? Like, why would you just tell the truth? I'm sorry, Wild Angel. I hope that they eventually will tell the truth, whatever's going on. I hope everything is going, will be okay. I'll pray for that for you. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, whatever it is, I would definitely say a prayer, and hopefully things get better and they come out and speak the truth, because, as the old saying goes, it's honesty is the best policy. So just say, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So that's also a part of honesty. So if you don't like somebody's opinion, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to agree, to disagree, and go on about your day. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you are honest, people can feel your honesty. People can feel your realness. People can feel that you're being true. You can sense when somebody's lying, and you can just feel their demeanor. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I just don't, that's just my topic for tonight. I think it is very important for people to be honest with each other. Be honest about, whatever happened, or if you see something, say something, or whatever. Just be honest. That is the best way you can do to live a successful life, in my opinion. And I think it also helps with mental health if you suffer with mental health, if and well-being, like physical health. I think it's just all good if you're just honest from the get-go. Just honest. I've been told my whole life, Becky, you're too honest. Becky, why are you too honest, or why are you more open, or all that stuff? I'm like, I don't have anything to hide. I have always been truthful with everybody, and I'm not upholding myself at all. That's just how I am as a person. That's how I am as a person. I just want to tell the truth, and I don't want, to lie about anything. Like, you know, there's no point. Hello, Sub-Zero. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, darling. They did, but I had to dig it out of them like an investigator, and that's not the way to become honest, by lying and then not tell the truth without being asked over and over and over. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that you even have to do that. Like, you shouldn't constantly be an FBI agent, or what I mean, like, per se, that not an FBI agent, but I'm just saying, be an investigator just to get the truth out. You should just get the truth, just say the truth automatically. You shouldn't have to go digging and digging and digging through all the lies and the BS just to find your answer, when people should just be honest from the get-go, from the first conversation, from everything. People should just be honest with yourself. It makes you feel good because you told the truth. It might not be something that people want to hear, but at least in your heart you told the truth. And if that like I said, if that person doesn't accept your brutal honesty, then that's on them. But at least it's going to look better on you that you told the truth instead of constantly lying and then have to dig out the truth, like Wild Angel was saying, and then have to dig out the truth. And then it makes you look like a bad person because all you wanted was the truth from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, why can't we just always tell the truth? It's just going to make you feel good as a person. And being honest is also a positivity trait. So, and then if, of course, lying is a negativity trait. So, everybody wants to be positive. Then be true to yourself. Don't act like somebody that you're not. Don't cover up, what they ask you with a lie to cover up with another lie. Just be truthful from the get-go. It will get you a long way in life. A long way. Trust me, it will. I just feel in my heart that if people would just tell the truth, the sky's the limit of what you can achieve when you tell the truth, when you are an honest person. It just comes out. You can tell when somebody's lying and when somebody's honest. You can truly tell. So why not be true to yourself? Make yourself feel better that you're telling the truth, and don't have to cover up anything with a lie. It just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel good, So just always tell the truth, guys. Always tell the truth. Lying is the worst and most disrespectful form of interaction with another person. Simple solution. Just be honest from the get-go, and you don't have to witty about who likes what or who. Exactly, Sub-Zero Flames. Exactly, darling. I know what you meant. Worry. But I just don't understand the concept of why people think it's okay. It's not okay to lie. It's not okay to be dishonest. I don't know why people think it's okay. It's just, and like she was saying, it's very disrespectful. Like if you trust a friend, say for example, I'm just saying as an example, guys, if you trust a friend and you ask them a question and you can tell that they're lying to you, that is not a true friend. A true friend is supposed to be truthful with you. It's supposed to, support you. And, like I said, you each have opinions because we're all human. But you can agree to disagree, and you're still friends at the end of the day. If you're lying to somebody, it shows how they are as how you are as a person, how they are as whoever's lying, and it just makes a big deal out of nothing. It's just drama. It's unnecessary drama because you're lying. It's negativity. It makes the other person feel like crap because they know that you're lying to them. It's just a terrible thing. It's terrible. It's very disrespectful. It's just, and then like I was saying, people acting a specific way when we all know what that person used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like friends, family, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, it's just sad that people have to act in order to be accepted by others. People have to lie in order to be accepted by others. Like, I just don't understand. This world is so corrupt that so many people lie just to get attention or get what they want is ridiculous. It truly is. It's crazy. Like, it truly is. Just be real or stay away from me. If you don't learn if you can't be honest and be real as yourself, then I don't need wash the hands, because it's just going to give you more heartache in the long run, because they're just going to keep on lying, and they're going to keep on hurting you, and it's going to mess with your emotions. My best advice is just move on past it. If you can't get the truth out of somebody that claims to be your friend or your family or whatever, then you just need to move on and find the correct person that loves you for you, that will be truthful to you or be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't trust the person from then on, or at least it's hard to trust after that never ending messed up cycle. Absolutely. Like it's like Wild Angel was talking about. She had to kind of dig, whatever her situation is, but she had to dig and dig and dig and dig and investigate just to get the truth out. It's sad that you have to do that when people could just be honest and truthful from the get-go. Like, I don't know. Say what you mean and mean what you say is something I always tell my kids. Exactly. It's true. It's definitely true, guys. But I mean, I was just saying, I think that is a very important, guys, very important to be yourself, to be your true self. That's also being honest with yourself. If you're not acting a specific way for people to like you, or you're following other people, or whatever the case may be, kind of like the topics we went over, just be yourself and be your honest, real self. And in return, you're going to feel good about yourself. And they're going to know that you're not a liar. And that reputation and that respect is going to be hand in hand. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great relationship, whether it's with family, friends, boss, whatever the case may be. If you're just true to yourself and honest with yourself and honest in return, you're showing honesty in return to whatever it is, then the right people are going to come along, and the right people are going to stay with you, because you have a great reputation because you tell the truth. You are respectful because you tell the truth. You get so much accomplished, so many good things accomplished when you just tell the truth and you're honest. Eventually the people that act are going to be knocked down a couple notches. They'll eventually get there. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, whether it's family members, friends, YouTuber, whatever the case, I'm just saying in general, people will eventually figure them out. And when they do, it's not going to be good for them, because they're not their true self. They're not honest. They're not being their true self. They're acting a specific way to get whatever they want from people. And that's kind of like gaslighting in a way, being a manipulative person. It's hard to say that word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's very hard. Like, honesty is so much better than being a gaslighter or a manipulative person. It's just a great life lesson. It's a great life lesson, guys. It truly is. It truly is. Make sure you guys hit that like if y'all haven't done so. It means so much to me. Truly, it does. It truly does. Like I said, there's a lot of people on live right now, and that's okay. But I just appreciate all you guys coming in here and supporting me and hitting the like and, just being a part of it. Because like I said, like I said, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. We might have little numbers, but which to make a difference in somebody's life. This is on YouTube, so anybody can watch it. And I'm not saying nothing bad about nobody. I'm just trying to give a life lesson, as in, just this is my advice for the people that want to act a certain way or want to lie or whatever the case may be. This is just my opinion. This is my advice. Be true. If you are true to yourself and you are honest to yourself, the correct people will come along. Period. Always tell the truth. Always be honest. And always be yourself. Respect yourself enough to be yourself. Don't act a specific way for people to like you. Because like I said, if you are true, then the real people will come along and love you and stay with you. A lot of people just make themselves seen, and also heard, but the heard that they hear is like music to their ears, but it winds up being a lie, if that makes sense. It's crazy that so many people, they have wool over eyes, so to speak. So, there's a lot of people, that they're lying, but they have so much wool over people's eyes and they're acting a specific way and not what they used to be, that it is, it takes a while to figure them out. But once you figure them out, you're like, I don't want nothing to do with that person no more. See you later. If you can't be true to me and you can't respect me and you can't be honest with me, then I don't need you in my life. And true people are very, very rare. True, real people are very rare to come by, because this whole world, it's crazy, because this whole world is so screwed up. I mean, to be honest with y'all, it's so screwed up that, they have to cover up a lie with another lie, another lie. It'd be a much better place if people was just their self, and people were just true to their self, and people were just honest. Thank you, Sub-Zero, darling. Thank you, Becca. Thank you so much for spreading good in the world. That isn't always pretty. You are a godsend for real. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Y'all have dealt with me. Y'all have dealt with me for a long time. I'm always like this. You can ask Kippy Grandma. She met me in person. I'm not going to change for nobody. Like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day, and eventually we'll get there, guys. But it's not all about that. It's being a difference in somebody's life, spreading positivity, and giving these life lessons or support awareness, whatever we cover, and just just telling them my opinion on the subject, and y'all are telling y'all's opinion on the subject. And I can't do this without you guys. I love each and every one of you guys, and the new members, or not members. I'm sorry, I haven't got members yet. The new subscribers, which I consider family. You're not really subscribers, you're family here. And then the ones that have been here since day one. And whatever, I still appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love y'all all wholeheartedly. And when I say that I'm here for you guys, seriously, I am. So all you got to do is reach out. If you need somebody to talk to, I am here. And I am not one of those people to run and tell people like that. And I am not like that. That's considered backstabbing. That's being untruthful. And it hurts when people find out. So you might as well just be there for one another and support one another, and actually wholeheartedly, honestly do it in an honest way. It's just going to make you feel better in the long run, because you made a difference, an honest difference in people's lives. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. That's how, I've always been brought up to be true to yourself. And my mama taught me this. Be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Kill them with kindness. It goes a long way, guys. It truly does. It truly does. Rebel, I was just talking about Tara covering up a lie to cover up a lie. What is it, the saying out? I want to see what you say about the saying about Tara. See if I was right. Hold on a minute, guys. You're new here. Who is that sexy lady up on the screen? You ain't new here. And it's spelled exactly like mine, so I know that's you. But what is it that you say about Tara? What did you tell the DHS worker when we got James? He's probably typing. But me and Rebel, and I'm not upholding us or nothing like that. Me and Rebel is true, real, just honest people, and we want to be a difference in people's lives, And he does true crime and our veterans, and then I do basically everything else. The good in the world, the positivity, the awareness, the support, the good vibes, all that. If she told me good morning, I would have to go outside and see if the sun was up. See, I told you guys, you'd have to go out the door and see if it's morning time. And he told that DHS worker that, and she was like, what? When we got baby James. Yeah. All Rebel, you and Becca are relationship goals. It's refreshing. Never stop being white trash. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Sub-Zero. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, sunshine. But I mean, we're just real. And, people will come around eventually when they figure out that we are real people. We have a good rep, we're just, like I said, I've told you guys all the time, if you could just take out my heart, which it wouldn't be good, but I'm just saying, you could see my heart is huge, and I'm there, and there's a spider. Hold on, wait a minute. And there's a spider crawling off my mic about to have a heart attack. Where'd you go? Hold on. I can't do a spider. No. It's one of those little, it was like this big, and it looked like it was see-through. No, if you crawling off my mic, it's probably a baby house spider. I ain't even doing it. No, I just smushed it with my shoe. I don't do spiders. And she is kin to me by blood, but I would still have to do that. Yeah. And he said that her mother was the same exact way. Her mother was the same way. And it's sad that people have to be that way. You would think that you would want to be better. I'm just saying, like, if you had a family member or a friend or whatever that constantly lied, and you just take up after what they do, like, why? Just be yourself. Don't follow nobody else. Be your own person. Be your own person and make a difference in this world. Be honest. Have self-respect. Have enough self-respect that you can be honest with each other. That's exactly what the world needs. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The world is so screwed up that, like I said, we're just a little itty bitty goldfish in a humongous fishbowl of YouTube, but YouTube is worldwide. So eventually, hopefully, people will come and watch what we put up, And we're growing slowly but surely. We have 583, and I appreciate that, guys, so much. I truly, truly do, more than you guys know. I worked my arse off. I'll be like Ghost Devil and Digger Duck and Rocket Queen and Tashi. I've worked my arse off to get here, but I'm gonna just keep on pushing, guys, because if we could just make a difference in somebody's life, that's what it all boils down to. Make a difference if somebody's suffering with mental health, or make a difference with well-being, or just make a difference in anything that we do. Be positive, show kindness, even though somebody might be mean. Just say, "Well, you have a good day, sir, ma'am," or a smile goes a long way. And you don't even have to say anything. A smile goes a long way. Or holding the door for somebody, or just a simple act of kindness. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. Anything. It doesn't cost anything to be honest. Just be honest. It's crazy that people have to do that. You guys do make a difference. I don't chat in many chats because there's a lot of drama. I don't get that vibe here. It's been very refreshing and restores some of my hope. Well, you're welcome, Sub-Zero, honey. Oh, you will never get that vibe here because we will. It ain't happening. It's not happening. It is not happening. We will squash it big time. We are all about positivity, lifting each other up, being there for one another. No drama, just anything like that. It's just all amazing good vibes here. If I said someone fell and bumped their knee, by the time Tara told it, she would have her leg amputated. That's the truth. I need you, TP, hold the door for me. Then we to hold the door for me. Then when we go out. Hello, Beachy. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, darling. Huh? Well, you're losing your mind. I said sunshine. What did you think I said? He said I said somebody else's name. Did I say sunshine? I don't know. Well, Sub-Zero and sunshine, it really means so much. Well, I'm reading it. He said I said Sub-Zero. I'm talking about both of you guys. Lord have mercy. What's my dad burn my eyes? Y'all know what I meant. I'm trying to read the chat. Sub-Zero and Sunshine both said great things. So I'm reading the chat. Sub-Zero said that's what the world needs. And Sunshine said, you guys make a difference. I don't chat in many chats because there's a lot of drama. I don't get that vibe here. Well, you ain't going to get that vibe here. See, I'm losing my mind. Well, I was reading your chat, Sub-Zero, above Sunshine. See, that's what the world needs. And thank you, Sunshine. I'm losing my mind, guys. I really need to go to the eye doctor. My eyes are still giving me a fit. Well, y'all knew what I meant. I'm losing my mind. See, Sunshine even sent me a heart, so she knew what I meant. It just means a lot. It truly does. It truly does. Well, y'all had chat right here and chat right here. So I guess I was reading Sunshine's chat, and then Sub-Zero was right above it. Y'all know what I meant. I love you guys. It just means a lot to me. It truly does. Well, just know that y'all are thought about and y'all are loved, and it means so much to me, guys. It truly does. Well, at least it's something. At least it's something to laugh about. Well, this chat kind of goes. I'm looking at the StreamYard chat and not the YouTube chat. So, y'all knew exactly what I meant. I love you guys, Sunshine and Sub-Zero, and it means a lot to me what you said. Now, I said both their names. Daggone it. It truly does. Just make a difference in somebody's life. Be the positive in this world. And, don't deal with no BS, no drama. Life is too short. You should just constantly stay positive, be honest with one another. And, just keep the good vibes flowing and just be yourself. Just be yourself. And like I said, if people don't accept you for you, the honest you, and you don't have to act a specific way. If they don't accept that, then they wash them hands, because they don't deserve to have you as a friend, family member, whatever the case may be. It's very important. I think, your life will feel so much better if you don't have somebody that constantly lies to you and tries to cover up with another lie or acts a specific way so people will like them, or whatever the case may be. You want to be a true person, an honest person, a real person. Like I said, Hippie Grandma knows me and Rebel personally, and we're the same as what you see on the screen. We're the same. We're not going to change for nobody. We're the same people. So we're far from perfect. I mean, nobody's perfect, but we're just real honest people. Sub-Zero Sunshine. Whoa, why? Hey, that's a good nickname. I'm gonna nickname Sub-Zero Sunshine. So when I see you, I'll see Sunshine and I'll see Sub-Zero, and I'll just get confused. Oh, what? I probably already gave y'all a new nickname. I apologize. I didn't intentionally mean to do that. But see, if you do make mistakes, because we're all human, it does happen. You just apologize and then you go see, y'all are laughing about it. I didn't intentionally mean to do that. But it's just funny how life is. You just try to do the very best that you can. You just try your very best to be, kind of like a better person. Not act a specific way. Be a better person than what you was yesterday. Rome wasn't built in a day. You gotta work on yourself, but just work on your honest self, your true self. I love y'all too. Sunshine and Sub-Zero, or Sub-Zero and Sunshine. Woohoo! Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I see like I said, my eyes are bothering me. I really need to go to the stinking eye doctor, I guess. But I really hate going to it. Plus, they are so behind. I don't know where it is where you guys live, but if you're getting into a doctor's appointment, a dentist, any kind of special eye doctor, whatever, it takes forever to get an appointment. So I'm hoping they can squeeze me in. But if anybody's ever been to the eye doctor, I hate going to the eye doctor for the simple reason is they dilate your eyes, and it is so hard to see because, yes, it's so hard to see because when they dilate your eyes, your pupils are like this big, and you look like a stinking alien and you have a hard time seeing. So when the sun's shining, and it is during summertime, it is extremely bright. And so you're like, I can't even see to drive. And they put those little things over your eyes, but they still don't fully work. So you have the sun beaming right here and beaming right, you need, what are those things called in a car that you put down as sun visor? You need them kind of over your glasses like this. But yes, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to go. Like I was saying, I think it was yesterday that I don't know. I don't think it's allergies, and it feels worse than dry eye. It feels kind of like sandpapery, but then they don't drip water. They're just kind of like stay in my eye, but it just itches. And I don't know if I've had allergies before, and it doesn't feel like allergies, so I don't know. They don't get better because it's kind of affecting my vision a little bit. Not bad, but a little bit, because like I said, I don't know if y'all heard me or not, that when I very first started, I could see it looked like I don't have no ceiling fans in our house, excuse me. And so I got the stinking hiccups from my sweet tea. But we don't have ceiling fans. We just have regular fans. And I could see in the corner of my eye, it's like a ceiling fan, or it looked to me, that's how I explain it, like a ceiling fan shadow. But it's in the corners, like right in here, and it's like splotchy, like little black spots. And I'm like, what is that coming from? I don't know. It's very weird. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. No, it's about the same. Sunshine, honey. Unfortunately, it's about the same. They're still itching me to burn to death. And so I take warm compress, like a warm wash rag or washcloth or whatever y'all say, and put them over my eyes. And it seems like it helps. Like I don't have much puffiness, but I just want to, like, when you got an itch, like say, for example, you have a broken bone and you have a cast on it and you want to scratch it so bad and you can't, or you have to take a wire hanger or something and get down if you have a broken ankle, broken arm, or whatever the case may be. And those casts itch you. So you have to take a wire hanger and get down in there and scratch. It's kind of like my eyes. Like you just want to, you know what I mean? No, like fireworks have never really bothered me, but I've heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I have heard when you get so many, like 7 years or something like that, every 7 years when you get older or whatever. Yeah, it's just old wise tales. I don't know, but like your skin changes, your eyes change, this changes, this. Like every so many years things change. And I've had the same prescription. I mean, granted, these are glasses from last year, so they're not old. But I've had the same, like when I went to the eye doctor last year, because I'm a diabetic, so I have to get my eyes checked every year to make sure I don't have diabetes in my eyes. And so like taste buds. But so like they said my prescription was the same as the other glasses that I've had, and I've had that pretty much the same prescription for years. I don't know if it's because my prescription needs to be stronger, but that wouldn't cause your eyes to itch and kind of bother you and make you look like you're splotchy, if that makes sense. Like you see little black dot, like little shadow like dots, if that makes sense. I don't know. I really don't know. But I've had the same prescription for years, because when I went last year and they checked my glasses, because they always take your glasses and check the prescription, and they said that it was the same. So I don't know if maybe my eyesight is changing, but that could cause my eyes to be kind of itchy and splotchy. I don't know. I'm not an eye doctor. I don't know. I'm just saying it takes months. So hopefully they can get me in, because this is just aggravating me. It's just aggravating me, And I think I have night blindness. I don't drive a lot at night, but I think I do, because when it starts getting dark, I'd even talk to the eye doctor about this. I'm trying to look away from the headlights, but it still messes with my eyes. Like it makes my eyes, like I have to constantly blink to get the headlight out of my eye, even if I'm looking this way, away from it. I don't know. And sometimes I have kind of like a fog, and then it comes back. Like it's a real quick fog, because the lights are bothering me. Even though I look away from them, it's a real quick kind of like haze, and then it goes back to normal. I don't know. And they said that my eyes were good. I didn't have no diabetes or whatever it's called, glaucoma or whatever it's called in my eyes, where they do the little puff of air. Yeah. I hope they can too. Allergies can change. I used to wear chains and necklaces and bracelets, so I woke up one morning and I had to cut them off from a metal alloy allergy. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy, honey. Yeah, I heard, and like my grandmother told me every 7 years, or my mom told me, one of them, I can't remember. It was one of them. Said that every 7 years your skin changes, and every so many years your eyes change and your hairs change. My hair used to be really thick, real thick. And because I'm on so much medicine for diabetes and mental health and all kinds of other junk, that my hair is so thin. So even if I trimmed it, it would still probably be thin. It comes out. And they said it's from the medicine. So, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I'm just saying. But that's why my hair's so long. Because I had it cut probably well over a year ago. And they cut the dead ends. It was all crazy, all dead. And it's healthy. It's just really thin. It's really thin. It's not like paper thin, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So I still have a big ponytail, but it's really thin. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's really thin. Like you can almost see through it. I don't know. I don't know. But yes, thank you guys so much for being in here. Truly, it means so world to me. Sub-Zero and Sunshine, I love you all. I love everybody. Well, hopefully y'all come in the next time, so I'll say Sub-Zero and Sunshine, or Sunshine and Sub-Zero. Got a good ring to it. But still, it means so much to me what both of you guys said. It really, truly does. It really, truly does. I haven't been since I was 17. I'm 43 now. Last time I went, they said I had 2017 vision and had an astigmatism. Oh, Lord, astigmatism. I don't know what it's called, but my eyes constantly twitch. Both of them. I don't know what it's called. Maybe I have overactive nerves because I'm diabetic and I have neuropathy. I don't know. I have no idea. So, don't ask me. I don't know. I don't even know what my prescription is. I know one is negative 3.50, whatever that is, and the other one is negative 3.25. So one is a little bit stronger than the other one. I just can't remember which one. So when I do contacts, I have to wear 2 different contacts, you know. So I don't know. But thank you guys so much for being in here. It really, really, really means so much to me. I truly appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, and my heart's huge. I truly, truly appreciate it. Like I said, we might be small in numbers, but we're mighty in what we talk about. We're mighty, and we're going to make a difference in people's lives. I feel that we already have. We just continue doing it. We'll just continue and showing kindness to one another, positivity to one another, just being there for one another and support one another. It's going to make a big difference, guys. But like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we'll eventually get there, but I just appreciate all the subs and all the support and y'all coming in here and, listening to me. It means so much to me. And I hope that it helps you guys as well. But y'all have a wonderful night. Remember to lift each other up, be there for one another and support one another. And also, like I said, you never know what somebody's going through. You never do. So be kind always. Be kind always. Love you, Miss Sharon. Love you, darling. And you never know what somebody's going through. You never do. Like as in a child, like as in like Summer Wells. I wish somebody would just say something. If you see something, please say something. It's being honest. You're being a good citizen. You're making a change in somebody's life. If you see something, whether it's male, female, child, whatever, speak up and say something because you might be that person's or child's only voice. It's going to make a big difference. I promise you that. And so I'm going to tell you guys what we're going to cover tomorrow before I get off here. Just a second. Tomorrow we are covering what is positive thinking. That's what we're covering tomorrow. And then Wednesday we have the open panel. And then Thursday's tattoo couple. And then Friday and Saturday's open panel with karaoke. So that's what we do every week. So I just kind of try to tell you. And the topics, of course, are different. But tomorrow we are covering the importance, or like, what is positive thinking? What is the importance of positive thinking? So that's kind of also another kind of like life lesson that makes a difference in people's lives. So like I said, y'all have a wonderful night. You're definitely appreciated, Rebel 2. Thank you guys for being you, and I hope everyone has a good night. Have a good night, Miss Sunshine. Much love to you. I apologize for earlier, but but I love you, Miss Sunshine. Thank you so much for coming in here. Much love to you, Sub-Zero. Thank you so much for coming in here. And Miss Sharon and everybody else, thank you guys so much. It means so much to me. And I love you guys, and you'll have a wonderful night. And then I will say this, and then I'm going to get off here. As in forms of honesty, always tell the truth. Always be true to yourself. Don't act a specific way so people will love you or like you. Be true to yourself, because eventually the people that are acting, they're eventually going to be knocked down. And what else was I going to say? Like I said, if you see something, say something. You might be that person's only voice, and just be kind to one another. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. I think Rebel's going live tomorrow for our veterans. I think it's at 8:30. Don't quote me, but y'all just kind of look over there. But mine is at 10:30 like always. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful night. Much love to you guys. Always be true to yourself. And virtual hugs, guys. Thank you guys so much for being in here.